Yes, this is a spoiler-free review of Star Wars Episode 9, the Rise of Skywalker. Ooh, it's going to be hard to spoiler-free this. I mean, really. It was opening day, noon show. Previews included 1917, which hasn't come out yet, and already the Golden Globes left it. Tenet, which does time travel secret agent in it, like foresees the future or something. Maverick, Top Gun, an unnecessary sequel movie where they used a lot of cameras inside jet fighters, and a bunch of other preview things. There's some other thriller movie in there that, yeah. Oh yeah, the Picard show. They showed that trailer twice. Yeah, there was a funny device for reading, subtitle device that was stuck in one of the cup holders in the theater, and the guy next to me wasn't using it. I wasn't using it. So he's like this big dude, big birdie black dude. He's like, and he just chucked it down into the seat. It wasn't his. So I was all, well, it's not yours, it's not mine, it's blocking the screen. So he's like, yeah, I'll just do this to it. It just kind of, it was on one of those bendy cord things. I don't know why it was sitting there. So we left it there. But yeah, big subtitle issue. J.J. Abrams' Star Wars movie. Did I say Star Trek? A Star Wars movie. Oh, yeah. It wasn't because I got this shirt from Kohl's, but right beforehand. But yeah, I had to be the corporate shill for Disney Plus. I don't even have Disney Plus, so I'm not really a corporate shill. It's kind of like how Red Letter Media is not really, they put on the Nerd Crew thing, but they're not really them. Yeah, so right out of the gate, you have a movie that plot-wise is trying to, I guess, please everyone all the time, and that might affect some fans who might think, well, they're just trying to fix whatever was before and do stuff. The Holdo remover is referred to, Admiral Holdo remover is referred to at one point. The name stuff is referred to at several times. I'm not going to give that away. You're going to have to see it. And we can discuss it later when see it, when Mark's Cards has actually seen it as well. He hasn't seen it yet. But we'll do a discussion now. So, but yeah, if not, I will just discuss it in a spoiler review version if I see it when I see it again. The audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes is 86, but the critical score is 57. The critics are thinking it's kind of derivative. The fans are liking it. I tend to go with, well, it doesn't suck. It's good. Yeah, so it's way better than a 57%. That's like a C minus. It's not nearly. No, I would totally see this movie over again. I'm not just saying that because I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt in theaters a couple of times. Yeah, because it's there's okay. So the basic premise of it is that the Resistance is in tatters, and Rey has been training with Leia because apparently she was also a Jedi, so she got to train Rey. She's been actually training instead of just having force powers out of nowhere like in the first one. Anybody can have force powers. She does Q-like things, kinetic energy, force lightning, other things. But sure. Well, I can tell you what it's not. No, it doesn't happen in the movie. I can tell you she's not a robot. I can tell you she's not a robot. Stupid. Yeah, so there was a rumor that she was an android, a robot. It's not. But the rest of it, yeah. So Poe and Finn and 3PO and Chewbacca and them go with the Falcon on a mission, plot-oriented spoilers, to a planet, a smuggler planet. They find Lando, happens to be there. There's a spy on board the First Order ship that's giving them information. Kylo Ren has reassembled his mask and is being evil again. And I'm not going to give away why, because then it gives away a major plot point. I don't want to give that away. So, yes, he wants to be evil again. He wants to get the Sith fleet so that he can vaporize planets with Star Destroyer ships. Not quite the Sun Destroyer that people thought it was going to be. It's more like ships with Death Star tech stuck to them, which does go with the other story. It's a little weird, but then again, you have the whole series has Jedi Wizard Masters and bad guys, and it's already silly in parts anyway, so it's fine. Yeah. She uses they use their powers to communicate back and forth. There's a fight scene where the Red Letter Media did call one scene and said they showed the evil Rey in the trailer. Yeah, they called it. You'll have to watch the episode. It was a fake out, basically. They don't do that. Yeah, they don't do that. It's a fake out. It's in there, but it's it's part of the training that's going on. Anyway, so they're on also the... yeah, I don't want to give away too much. Also, the ship thing is different.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
The Expanse.
I heard that's good.
Very good. It's really slow moving. I'm halfway through season 2.
No.
Very, very good. It's set about 200 years in the future. So they have warp speed and stuff, but they don't have teleporting and all that. You should watch it. It's quite good. It's quite good.
I was watching Stranger Things. I watched season 1, and now I'm gonna watch the rest of Discovery. But yeah.
The Expanse.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah. I'll check that out later. That was K.O. Dan in the background recommending The Expanse. So yeah. Yes, that'll look weird on there. It's a commercial for The Expanse. So Star Wars. I'll cut that out. Okay, back to Star Wars. It works. The fans that were complaining about parts of Episode 8 that actually I didn't think were that bad. I thought it was a good twisty kind of thing. They are satiated by this movie. This story explains what actually happens, and the Red Letter Media also guessed the name thing. But let's not go there because that would be a spoiler. Red Letter Media probably guessed a third of this. I wonder if they actually knew stuff. There's a Mark's Cards moment in the smuggler bar thing. There's a guy who looks kind of like him. Well, like a modern shirt kind of looking thing, sort of sitting there, just hanging out, chilling. Some aliens. That's funny. Later on, there's a scene where they're in the rebel base thing or whatever, and there's a Kal Kat guy, and he's just in the background, and he's just working on something. He kind of almost looked at the camera and winked, but not quite. That was funny. But yeah, so it doesn't suck. Just like the fans said, it doesn't suck. So we have, Lando comes back. That's in the trailer. They go on a thing. They think at first that when Rey is fighting Kylo at one point in the desert, that's sort of a half-desert planet. It's not Tatooine. That she accidentally killed Chewbacca, but then it's a fake-out. Don't worry about that. That didn't happen. Actually, most of the weird stuff in the trailer where something bizarre happened with her eyes, or there was some mystery box kind of thing going on, was literally just a mystery box thing. It was. So, yeah, the parts of the trailer that confused you were to confuse you on purpose, because the movie did not actually do exactly that. The movie version is different. Yeah, and there are 2 or 3 corrective scenes, I guess, kind of corrective scenes in it involving Luke and involving Kylo and his relationship with his father. I won't give away what went on there yet. But so Kylo Ren and Ben Solo and I can't give it away. Okay, then they go to this battle. They go to visit this planet where the Sith main planet, I guess. No, they had a planet, but they have a planet. Gotta get the key to go to the planet. And the key goes in and out of FaceTime somehow. And even though they destroyed one, they have one anyway. Destroyed the other one on the ship, and Luke had one. And to get Luke's fighter, and she goes to the planet. This is a plot-oriented thing. She's going to do that anyway. To go and find the bad guy, the main bad guy, the main boss of the whole thing. So it's like a game. You get to the main boss. They probably shouldn't have revealed him so quickly, though. I think that's a little off. But that's okay, I guess. but yeah, it's not Jar Jar Binks. Sorry to disappoint you. It's not Jar Jar. That would have been awesome had they done that and said, Mr. Jar Jar Binks, Mr. behind us holding. Ha 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 ha. No, it's another guy. I'm not going to give it away. Probably figured it out already. Yes, you probably figured it out. No. Yes, but yeah, it's not. And another thing, it isn't time travel at all. There's no time travel. There's no retconning. There's no sideways universe. It's not time travel. Thank goodness it's not time travel, because that would have been lame. Okay. Oh yeah. It was not screened pre-screened for critics beforehand. I read up on that thing just now. It's not pre-screened. I would give it on first viewing, on first reckoning, 3.5 stars to 4 stars. 3.5 to 4, almost 4, 3.5. I would say that it's on a par with Jedi. The Return of the Jedi. It's that good. And in the same way that there were some silly things going on in Return of the Jedi, like the Ewoks and stuff. There's some silly things in this that happen. But then again, it's an Abrams version of the movie. It also had a warning saying there's going to be lens flares. Well, it didn't say lens flares. It said flashing lights and other activity going on, which was funny because, yeah, lens flares. We all saw that sign. Everybody in theaters, yeah, lens flares. There are a few lens flares in it. But Poe Dameron's character is good. Rey's character is explained better. It's good. We get a little bit of that little orange lady who pops in and out, and we're not really sure what she was supposed to be, but they didn't really do much. There's a couple of new characters that are introduced. It's one is the smuggler lady that knew Poe from years ago, and another lady that knows Finn. Hold on a minute. And another new lady that knows Finn. And from somewhere, or met Finn for the first time. That's it. They don't become an item or anything. It's not like that. They're not pairing off individual people. It's not like that. It just looked like that from one of the trailers because they kind of made it look like, oh, see, they're all together at the end. They're woke, or whatever this silly terms. The angry people of the Midnight Edge and the other channel that are all like, no, Star Wars can't be good because we say it can't be. Well, they're wrong. The movie's good. The critics are also wrong. It's good. So on that tomatometer scale, I would say it's a solid 79-80. I would say 79 or 80%. So it's not 57. Come on, okay. And it's not 5 stars. It's not. It's got some issues. I'll say it does have some issues, but I think in order for them to wrap up the whole thing in 2 hours and some minutes, they kind of had to tie up some loose ends, and some of it's a little sloppy. But yes, That's why it's not 5 stars, because it's a little sloppy in parts. But yeah, but fans can rejoice that Luke is back to being Luke in the movie. Oh, well, his Force Ghost is. His Force Ghost. But yeah, I think he was kind of being Luke in the old one too. They sort of explain why that happened, and that would be a plot spoiler that I can't explain, because if I do, it gives away a major reveal that I'm sure will make those fans on Midnight is very mad. But I'm not going to do it. So only when I do the so that's my Star Wars preview review without spoilers of the movie. They go to fight the final boss, the end, and do things. And it's very much like the remastered Return of the Jedi, kind of. Yeah, I can't give anything away, so, because, yeah, it just came out. Literally just came out. So, it's making money already. It's made $200 million. It's just been out for, like, 24 hours. So, it's in no danger of losing its shirt. And, yeah, so, yeah, there's no danger of franchise fatigue either, because apparently people like The Mandalorian, which I haven't seen yet. And, So yeah, yeah, exactly. That's an old anything. Yeah, Star Wars. See, probably calling this Last Jedi. It's The Rise of Skywalker. Yes, that's the movie I saw.